Hey, what's going on? My name is Mick, and I'm posting my day trading journey right here to YouTube with complete transparency. And it has been quite some time since I posted a video. Took a mental break and shifted away from the screens for a little bit, and I'm finally starting to get back into things after like a much needed mental break, which I can break that down in a separate video if anybody's interested as far as how my mental game is affecting my trading game. But otherwise, I just wanted to go over, I took one formal trade on my evals today, and then I was also messing around with a Forex and kind of swing trading, so I can go over that as well. But really, the one trade I took today was a little bit early. I've been messing around with ICT for a long time, but this morning I had actually charted a couple of supply and demand zones today, and it worked out really well in my favor. I ended up taking a short here at this level of supply. The supply that I had marked was actually from yesterday pre-market, right before like a pretty big sell-off. So I had marked this level of supply, and I liked how it reacted in the pre-market before today. And then as we approach that same level in the overnight high, I wanted to take a short. I was pretty impatient with it. I didn't let it play out, and I think that was the big thing for today, was that I did not let that play out. And I closed it pretty much on the same candle. I got a, let me see how many. Yeah, I made about $320 off of this play. I was trading 2 NQ contracts. That was probably a bit much for me, hopping right back into trading, doing 2 NQ contracts, but the idea was right pretty much all along. Had I stayed in the trade and done proper risk management, it would have played out really well. I'm not going to pretend like I could have held the NQ contracts all the way through the end of the day today. That's just unrealistic. You know, it would have been in the trade all day, but again, unrealistic. What I'm looking for here is just something decent, like 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, maybe 2.5 risk to reward ratio. And in hindsight, just trust the supply and demand zone that I had drawn. It worked out pretty well. And again, I made it was kind of a quick scalp, $320. I stayed green, didn't take any additional trades on the evals after that. But what I did do was I opened up a FTMO account, and this is where I wanted to talk about things that I want to try moving forward and how things are looking. I really enjoy the idea of swing trading. It's kind of tough on these prop trading, these funded trader accounts, these eval accounts. It's really tough because you can't hold positions overnight. And so my ability to do that has always been pretty awesome. I feel like I actually am pretty bad at my higher time frame analysis, so I think swing trading is going to allow me an opportunity to start to develop that understanding of a higher time frame. So I'm really trying to get into this. This account on FTMO is a 50K, it's a 50K swing trading account, and it is not an evaluation. It is just the demo account. This is as paper trading as it gets, but I wanted to experiment with really how all of this works. What I had here, I had a couple of, actually on the 18th, 2 days ago, I took my first trade. It was a swing trade. I had my target up here at this supply level up here. I figured there'd be a lot of liquidity up here, and I'm also trading Euro USD. This is a 15-minute time frame. And then this was my target originally, and this was my stop originally. And the goal, I entered right about here, and the goal was just to see if we were gonna reach this. This first run up, I was feeling pretty good about. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Sorry, still trying to figure this out. This first run up, I was feeling really confident about. So I let it play out, waited another day, and then right as we approached that level again, I started to get a little nervous because it was around this same level here. So I was wondering if we were running into resistance, and I wasn't saying I predicted this move down. I was expecting some sort of move down, but I didn't know when, so I exited the position early here instead of letting it run a little bit longer. But regardless, it wouldn't have hit my take profit, and it just really just barely missed it. And in hindsight, maybe I could have had a better one. I think maybe, well, if I did something like this, where this original support level here, that could have been a decent target. I would have hit that one, which would have been nice, but I'm not going to overanalyze this one. And then these trades at the bottom here today, these were me just trying to mess around with lot sizes, and I still have a lot to do figuring out lot sizes. So these kind of tiny trades here, I was just messing around with lots, and at the very end, if you see up here in the top left, I have us playing around with 10 lot sizes. That's huge, and I had, you know, these swings were, you know, several $100 swings, and I was approaching like $2,000 at one point. But just messing around overall, and also CPI data, I believe, came out. Not CPI data. We had FOMC today. And yeah, we had FOMC statement today at 2 o'clock, so that's why we had pretty large sell-off here, even in the Euro USD. But again, just trying to figure some stuff out. I'm experimenting. My goal is to try to mess around with a little bit of supply and demand zones, which are really basic supply and demand zones. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm not trying to you know, I still really want to mess around. I still enjoy fair value gaps as entry points. I really enjoy supply and demand zones. Just the ones that I've charted in the past couple of days have played pretty well. The one that I marked from yesterday played pretty well today. Again, in hindsight, just trust the supply zone that you're drawing. But past couple of days, supply zone, play off a supply zone here. Yesterday, we didn't exactly make it to that supply zone, but we did have a big sell-off just short of it, so I redrew another supply zone here. And since we're overall in a downtrend, I'm not really looking to play off of demand zones. I don't think they play as well in a downtrend, so I would prefer to play off of a supply zone and play short than I would going long off a demand zone. But maybe tomorrow, maybe at some point this week, this demand zone, we can maybe flip this into a little bit of resistance and then play short off this. So a couple of things on my mind, a couple of things I'm trying out, but I'm just glad to be back filming a video, and just excited to get back into trading a little bit more. So I appreciate you. If you guys are still watching, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.